Hey there, Detroit sports fanatics. I'm Taylor Phillips, and welcome to Taylor's Detroit Sports episode 79. We're just going to recap the Lions game. The Lions come back to win 22-21 at the buzzer on Matt Prater's 48-yard field goal, which was redone after a delay of game penalty while Prater's first kick was no good because of the bad snap and hold. Matthew Stafford threw 27 of 42 passes. Went for 305 yards and 2 touchdowns. $325 yards, my mistake. For Matt Ryan of the Atlanta Falcons, he went 20 out of 27, 228 yards. And 2 touchdowns. Lions had a very rough first half, fell behind 21-0, and it was that way at halftime. Matt Prater, by the way, finished 3 for 3 in field goal attempts. Matthew Stafford was 24 out of 47. Correction on that as well. Detroit's defense allowed entered the game allowing less than 300 yards of total offense per game, 290.3, and number 2 in points allowed, 15 flat. The Falcons put up 21 points and 211 yards of offense in the first half. But in the second half, the Lions finally got on the board. Let me see here. Matt Prater, I think, hit a 21-yarder on his first attempt. The second one, I think, was 20. Wait, his first one was from 22 yards out, but his second one was indeed 20, from 20 out. But the scoring play that fueled the comeback was the Matthew Stafford pass to Golden Tate the third for a touchdown from 59 yards out. The Lions were facing a 3rd and 25 after consecutive penalties put them in a big hole. Golden Tate found a way to make a big play by getting behind the Atlanta secondary, and Stafford stepped up in the pocket and threw a laser to Tate for that 59-yard touchdown catch. That made it 21-10. And after Prater's second field goal, successful field goal from 20 yards out, Theo Riddick caught a 5-yard touchdown reception. With under 4 minutes to go, but the 2-point conversion, which would have tied it, was no good. It looked on TV as if there was pass interference, but no flags were thrown. And the referee and the NFL referees, of course, were to blame for not calling that, for not doing their job, just standing there on the job. So the Falcons had the ball, and and when they got the first down on 3rd and 5 on a beautiful catch, for the first down, and the Lions still had 2 timeouts remaining. And the 2-minute warning. It looked like the Falcons had this wrapped up. They had the ball at the Lions' 40-yard line. But then all of a sudden, when Steven Jackson, their running back, took it up the middle to take time off the clock, Nate Stupar was flagged for holding, and that stopped the clock. And that was on 3rd down. And the Lions, with that penalty stopping the clock, wanted to decline the penalty and force a 4th down and a Falcons punt. They had the ball at the Lions' 39-yard line. Another correction made there. It says on Tim Twentyman's article that the second field goal was hit from 21 yards out. I'll check NFL.com for the scoring summary on that one. So Stafford went back to work and threw a big reception to Golden Tate, and and then clock the football. And then he threw another big reception to Theo Riddick. And that stopped the clock. And then clocked it there in Falcons territory. Then they made two big runs, two key runs. But they were facing a 3rd and 9. And the Lions did not get a first down on third and 9, but the Falcons were flagged for holding once again, and that stopped the clock again. Giving Matt Prater an easier chance at a game-winning field goal. Now, at first, the snap and hold were bad enough to cause Matt Prater to miss the field goal, but there was a delay of game penalty called against the Lions. And the Falcons decided to accept the penalty. And no 10-second runoff, giving the Lions 4 seconds, leaving the Lions with 4 seconds remaining. That missed kick, what would have been a missed kick from 43 yards out, was wiped off the boards and redone from 48 yards out. And Prater actually hit it with no flags on the play as time expired. And that put the Lions up 22-21 with no time left in the fourth quarter. In other words, the Lions won it at the buzzer. So now they improved to 6-2. The Falcons now drop to 2-6. The Lions are having a bye week next week, and then they take on the 4-3 Miami Dolphins 2 weeks from today. That starts at 1 o'clock at Ford Field, and it's on CBS. The Dolphins are a bit of a juggernaut team. The Lions have to start bringing their A game. Stafford and his offense have to get off to a good start, to a much better start than they did in the first half today. The Lions played without Calvin Johnson. They played without Reggie Bush. Today they played without Eric Ebron. They played without Brandon Pettigrew. Nick Fairley left the game with a serious knee injury. Stephen Tulloch is already out for the season. But one key player that's still healthy is Golden Tate. So, having said that, since I want to touch on the bye week here. In the old times, the Lions would actually love to have the bye week because they know they would not lose in those days, in those past days. But this year, you don't really want a bye week. The Lions are 6-2. They are a more disciplined team under head coach Jim Caldwell, as I mentioned several times, and Terrell Austin as their defensive coordinator and Joe Lombardi as their offensive coordinator. And I will post a video of Prater's 48-yard game winner from YouTube via the Oakland Press on Facebook and Twitter. Real soon. It's 6:45 here right now, and I want to get everyone's thoughts via social media. Because I'm about to wrap this up. I want you all to tune into WMHW Moorock Radio 91.5 for Chip Chat, a 3-hour sports talk show from 7 to 10 p.m. on Sunday nights with Jim Costa, the sideline correspondent for CMUChippewas.com, for CMU Athletics, the Chippewa Sports Network, from IMG. Jim Costa is my sports director for WMHW Moorock Radio 91.5. I am a sports reporter for Moorock Radio 91.5 and also the voiceover. So enjoy Chip Chat until 10 p.m. I will talk to you sometime a bit later this week for episode 80 of Taylor's Detroit Sports on Spreaker and on iHeartRadio. You can add me as a friend on Facebook. My name is Taylor Phillips. You can like my Facebook page. Taylor Phillips' Detroit Sports page. Pardon me. You can join my Facebook group, Taylor Phillips' Detroit Sports Group. And of course, follow me on Twitter at DT, the number 2, Phillips, with 2 L's. That's DT2 Phillips. So I want to thank you all for listening. It's okay if you didn't listen, if none of you listened live, you can catch up later. Doesn't matter to me. As long as I have any kind of audience, I can take it. We all can. So, enjoy the rest of the football weekend. TTFN, ta-ta for now. Oh, wait. Simon Barber just messaged me, but I think that's spam, so I'm going to disregard this. TTFN, ta-ta for now.